Hello there, this is Doris Spenter of Library Arts. I'm here to invite you to join me today for a wonderful craft program based on the book Should I Share My Ice Cream by the wonderful Mo Willems. It is a delightful book, very cute and funny, and after reading the book, I'm going to walk you through a project where you can make your own piggy and elephant sitting together with a ginormous ice cream cone on a little base. So I'm hoping that you'll join me today. It's a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start with a reading of Should I Share My Ice Cream by Mo Willems. Ice cream, get your cold ice cream for a hot day. Oh boy, ice cream. One ice cream, please. Here you go. Oh boy, I love ice cream. Wait, Piggy loves ice cream too. Piggy is my best friend. Should I share my ice cream with her? Should I share my awesome, yummy, sweet, super great, tasty, nice, cool ice cream? Maybe Piggy does not like this flavor. Sharing a flavor Piggy does not like would be wrong. I will eat the ice cream. Wait, Piggy will like this flavor. It is very yummy. I will share my ice cream. It will not be easy. Oh. Hey, Piggy is not here. She does not know I have ice cream. I will eat the ice cream. Where is Piggy? What if she is sad somewhere? I must find her. When I do, I will say, would you like some of my ice cream? Then she will say, thank you, that would cheer me up. Then I will give her my ice cream to share. Yum! Then my best friend will be happy. I will do it. I will share my ice cream. No! Now Piggy cannot have any of my ice cream. Now I cannot have any of my ice cream. Oh, I blew it. Oh, who's that coming in here? Huh? You look sad. Would you like some of my ice cream? Thank you. That would cheer me up. Yum. Here you go. That was not my plan. Oh well, this works too. And that's the end. Now we're ready to start our special craft based on the story, Should I Share My Ice Cream? Let's get started. Let's go over your materials very quickly. That's gonna be in your craft bag. You're gonna have a base, some colorful paper to cover the base, a picture of Piggy and the elephant plus cardboard to support it. You're going to have some Model Magic clay in some neon colors plus white, some glue with a glue stick, glitter, and fun gravelly pieces, brown paint with Mod Podge added to make it a shiny brown when it dries. It'll be pretend chocolate syrup. You're going to have a cone with some foil in it, and that's important because that's going to hold your clay ice cream scoops. Now, the other things that you should provide for this, you'll need a brown and black marker, so that you'll have to get yourself. A pair of scissors, because you're going to be cutting through cardboard. And if you want a glue stick, you could use the glue I provided, but sometimes it makes it bubble up with the paper, so I would recommend glue stick. All right, let's go ahead and get started on should I share my ice cream. See you in a minute in the next video. Okay, to get started, we're going to attach the paper to our base. Let's imagine that that's like a tablecloth or a picnic blanket. I'm going to use some glue stick. If you don't have glue stick, use a little bit of that glue I gave you, but keep it super thin. Otherwise, you're going to get little bubbles in your paper. And everybody will get different paper. I just picked something out of my pattern paper collection, and everybody will get some fun designs that look appropriate for this. So there you go. I'll put that aside for a minute. Next thing, remember I told you had a picture of Piggy and Elephant? We're going to attach it to the cardboard. So again, I would recommend using some glue stick for this. But again, if you don't have it, that's okay. Because if you use the liquid glue, is going to be a little bit messy. Now we need to add some color to Piggy and the elephant here. So let's just take a look. I like to have the book nearby when I'm doing things like this, just so I can see, you know, what colors I need. So it looks like I need a soft gray for for Elephant. So I'm just using a color pencil, but you could always use a marker, would be great. And guess what the fun thing is here? Don't worry if you go outside of the lines like I just did, because we're going to be cutting this out. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you want to make your elephant a different color, that's of course fine. You can totally do that. So I'm just going to color in my elephant, and then I'm going to find like a soft pink to color in my pig, and then we'll get back together and talk about what you're going to do next. So see you in a moment. Go ahead and color in your own shape, your animals. Okay, so you should have Piggy and Elephant connected to cardboard, that cardboard I gave you, glued into place. And I apologize for not mentioning the color pencil or markers for this part. Now I want you to actually cut out Piggy and Elephant. Sometimes it's easier to go around the bigger shapes first and then go in and do the smaller areas. So I'm going to go around, and notice that we just cut away anything that may have gone beyond the shape of Piggy and Elephant. Now notice this tab down here, that's going to be important. So we don't want to lose that when we do our cutting. We definitely want to keep that attached to our Piggy and Elephant shape. Now if you find some paper is peeling up after you've cut it out, you could always go back with a little extra glue stick. So remember, when you get to this part, don't cut it off, cut around it. And now I'm going to come back here. This was the more complicated area, and I'm going to do that now that I've gone around the bigger areas. And I'm just going to cut out Elephant like that. Go around the curve here, around his trunk, and up and over. That should about do it. Now let me just check. Oh, I think Piggy's feet are peeling up a little bit, so I'm going to move all that away and put just a little bit of glue to hold Piggy's feet down. Perfect. Okay, let's put that right here and just let it sit there for a moment while we move our attention to, whoops, and if the foil comes out, don't worry about it. You can put it right back in. We're going to move our attention to our ice cream cone. So we want to make our ice cream cone look like a traditional ice cream cone with the lines on it. So I'm using a brown marker. You could use a black marker. I've done both before. Both work just fine. And just make some straight vertical lines going around the cone. Now you're just going to go across. You have to kind of turn the cone in your hand as you make those cross lines. I'm trying to get that waffle style cone, right? And it doesn't matter if the lines are neat and orderly or if they even miss each other like mine just did, because we can cover that up later. I'm going to go across here again, across here, all the ways around, and I'm going to do it again. And this is just with marker, and around the last time right here. And maybe I'll put one additional line going across the top, or maybe two. There. So it kind of looks like an ice cream cone now. That's what we want. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start working on the ice cream. So let's give you a moment to get this done, and we'll come back and do the ice cream. See you in a minute. This next step is optional, but if you want to, I took my brown marker and I made a series of little drips along the outer edge of my cone to make it look like, first of all, I covered up that mess I made over here, but make it look like, you know, it's chocolate fudge or chocolate sauce dripping down the cones, like as if you'd ask the ice cream man for some chocolate sauce on your cone. So that is something you can do, and you can always pause the video to do that here if you would like. But the next thing we're going to move on to is actually making the ice cream itself. So I have, as I said, some yellow, green, white, and pink. Now, if I were you, I would split that white into two pieces because you're going to want one to be sort of like the whipped cream on top of yours. And now here's something fun to know about Model Magic. You can mix colors and really get some cool effects. So maybe for my first cone, I want to take green and a little bit of yellow. And when you mix the colors, you can mix them until they totally mix, or you can do a partial mixture, which is kind of cool too, because then what you'll get, if you look here, is you're going to get a marbleized, and can you see that green and yellow effect, which is really cool. And if you want to keep that, you can just mix it partially. If you want it to be the whole color, you can do that too. Now, what I'm going to do is just put a little dab of glue out of my cup here. Remember, this is not white paint, this is glue. And I'm going to put some glue inside my cone first, because I really want that foil ball to stay put. You don't need a ton. Just a bit to kind of keep it sticking inside, just like that. Now on top of that, I'm just going to put a dab of glue again, just to make sure my first ice cream cone, which is going to be the green one, stays in place. Now I have time to make another ice cream cone. So I think I'm going to mix some pink with the green, because I think that would give us a really fun, I mean, look at that. Isn't that amazing? The way it mixes partially like this. And now I'm just going to shape it into an ice cream scoop. And again, Model Magic sticks to each other, but it's not a bad idea to kind of just put a dab of glue. And then here is, and I'm going to give it a little pinch on the edges to make it look like that kind of ice cream cone that's right up to the top here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a pinch. So there's my upper ice cream cone. So you should be able to get two good scoops. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our white, and I'm going to roll it into a ball at first, and then watch this magic. I'm going to hold this ball and take my finger and thumb and give it a little bit of a twisting motion. And what that's doing is making a really cool whipped cream top for my ice cream. So why don't you get going, having fun with yours, and we'll go ahead and come back and finish it with the chocolate sauce, the sprinkles, and the glitter. See you in a minute. Okay, so now we are ready to move on to the final step. We're going to take a little bit of glue, and we're going to put it on the bottom of your ice cream where it's going to lay on the paper. The reason being is that it's going to obviously stick that cone into place so it's not going to be wiggling around. So I'm going to give it a little press there. Now remember that tab on the bottom of Piggy and Elephant? I want you to bend it up. We're going to put 2 bits of glue on this, on the bottom of the tab, and I also want you to put a little bit on the top of the tab. This way we can tuck it right under that ice cream cone, just like that. So that Piggy and Elephant are sitting there enjoying it together with this amazing ice cream cone right next to them. Now how about some decorations on this ice cream cone? Well, this is where it's fun to work with your pretend chocolate syrup, because what we're going to do is we're going to add it over the ice cream cone so that we can make it look like a chocolate syrup, almost like a sundae. So I would take your chocolate and carefully and slowly dribble it over your ice cream. Maybe have it come over here a little bit, maybe over here a little bit. Don't use too much. Too much is not a good thing in this case. Now, because there's some glue in that chocolate looking paint, you can actually sprinkle some of these colorful sprinkles on there. You can press some sprinkles, these little rock sprinkles, into your clay if you wish it to look like sprinkles on top of the ice cream. And that's going to kind of be a fun look because I have fun colors here. I think I want to put a different color there because I have too much of that green. I think I'll put a blue, yellow. No, yeah, yellow maybe. Orange. That's what I want, orange. Little orange there. And just, you know, have a little fun with that because this really is meant to be a fun project. This you may have to support a little bit while it's drying. Like I'm just going to put a cup here if I want it to stand up. So I'm just going to put a cup there for now. And also, don't forget, you have some amazing glitter that's going to stick to your glue and make a really fun ice cream glittery finish. Okay? So, what we have here is Should I Share My Ice Cream with Piggy and Elephant enjoying an ice cream together and an oversized ice cream right in front. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. I know I had fun making it, and I hope I see you in the future. And in the meantime, stay creative.